Hello, what's up? I'm back after a little pause. That pause was due to me not really playing the Pokemon TCG game at all, because I kind of got bored of the format. And yeah, I was on holidays as well, so that kind of explains it, I guess, because I didn't really have internet. And yeah, I started working then, and that left me in like no time. But now I'm kind of back into playing it, and this is like one of the first games I had, like yesterday, and after like 1.5 months or so, and it was alright, so I decided to upload it now, I guess. And it is against a Darkrai deck, and I'm using my Garchomp Altarichomp deck. And yeah, that's as much as I'm gonna say for now. And I kind of decided to use my Garchomp deck because it's kind of a really fun deck to play, and does relatively well against any deck, really. Here my opponent does a kind of weird play. He could have like Dark Patched onto the Darkrai, but that would have ensured a very bad start for me, which it already is anyways, so yeah. Why haven't I been playing the TCGO game, you might ask? Well, I kind of got really bored with the format because, like, I do not like EX Pokemons, which is very critical, I guess, because my name has EX in it. My TCGO name anyways. But yeah, I don't know why it doesn't have that in it, because I just kind of decided to do that. Yeah, but then I kind of found out that EX Pokemons are kind of shit, because they just overpower everything and just can't really play with any fun decks, and they kind of suck because they do that. I guess it's fun if you're playing them yourself, but if you're not and you're trying to win, then it's very bad to face off against them because it's very hard to win. But anyways, I'm off to a fairly bad start because I only got a Gibble and I got a Swablu, which is alright, I mean, but my opponent got a very, very good start, and he is, he burned through a lot of cards already, and I'm kind of out of a supporter and don't really have too many things going on for me, except for that I can actually kill off that Sableye and take my first prize. Take the first prize in the game, actually. So yeah, my opponent is playing a fairly interesting deck, I guess, because he has a Voltorb teched in, or Electrode, and that is gonna come into play later and gonna help him have the upper hand, I guess, maybe, or whatever. Resist ends, anyways. Also play them, just be able to disrupt my play. So here he manages to load up his Absol, attach a Dark Claw, and knock me out, which is fairly shit for me, I guess, because he's gonna take a prize, and my poke's gonna go down, and I'm probably gonna be out of Garchomps to attack with, because I do not get a rare candy from that Churn. So here I do not want to go for the Super Rod, but I do want to go for the Gabite and put down the Gibble for my Chorus next turn. I know he's gonna knock me out anyway, so I might as well evolve into a Gabite and Dragon Call for another Gibble to be able to draw more cards, and then maybe kind of be able to get anything evolved into the Garchomp from a rare candy, because otherwise I'm gonna lose fairly fastly. Or fairly fast. Fastly is very long, I know that. So here I do evolve my Gibble into Gabite, and I do get another Gibble. I'm not gonna put it down because, well, if he ends me out then I can't go for the chorus anyways, but if he doesn't, then, well, if he does, then I do not want to have it on my bench. Let's say it like that, that's easier, because that would restrict his attack to a bit less, which would be good for me. But he doesn't go for an N anyways, I know that already. This game is very long, I have to say as well. And it's actually not my first game I had back into playing, but I had one that was kind of shit because my opponent just timed out at some point. And that was not worth uploading. So here I also can use my Super Rod to get my pokes and my energy back in. And I do hit the rare candy and the Garchomp, and also the energy, which I already have attacked, so no, that was wrong. But I should have probably attached the energy to the Gibble and not the Garchomp, because I didn't really need it for the on the Garchomp. That was hard. I didn't really need it on the Garchomp because I couldn't have knocked out the Darkrai anyways. I would have only done 140 because I don't have enough Altarichomps, and yeah, so I didn't need it. Should have probably just attached it to my Gibble and have it ready for evolving into Garchomp and attack as well. Yeah, but I do have the max potion, which will help a lot as well, because it will help me to live that turn now, and I do also wake up, which is fairly nice. And I can evolve my Gibble into Gabite to ensure that I do not die the next turn. So here I was kind of debating whether or not I should retreat and then use the max potion and then attack with a Gabite, but because then I would have gotten rid of the poison, but it didn't really matter because I could have just because I die pretty much anyways, even if I, oh no, actually I couldn't have attacked with that Gabite because I couldn't evolve it into a Garchomp. Oh no, actually I could have if I had played computer search and the Scala, and yeah, but that would have gone through a lot of resources and I didn't quite want to do that. So here I just played a max potion, got rid of my energy, put another energy onto it, and I'm gonna die coming into my turn, so that doesn't really matter anyways with the poison stuff. And with that Scala I can get an N for next turn, even though I should have probably just played the computer search and gotten an N and just played that, because that would probably put me into a better situation and him into a worse off situation. Because now I can, well, now I do get a Gibble from the Dragon Call, I do attack with my Garchomp, and I mean, I'm in a good enough situation, but the problem is only that his Darkrai will be, or he can power up his Darkrai next turn fairly easily because he has 2 dark patches left, and yeah. And also if he can do that, he can knock me out. Because I've already 60 damage on my Gabite. here I'm gonna play my Super Rod to get back Pokemon, and then I can go for the Dragon Call and get another Gabite to go for another Dragon Call. I think I do that, or get the Garchomp. I'm not too sure what I do there. Should have probably gotten the Gabite there. Yeah, I got the Garchomp. I should have definitely gotten the Garbite. Oh no, actually I can just go for the level. No, I should have gotten the Garbite, because then I could have gotten for the Dragon Call again. That was a mistake on my part, I guess. Because I could have just gotten a Swablu with that now. And that would have been way better, definitely. Because then I could have, well, that would have given me a Swablu, and yeah, that would have just been better, because I could have done more damage, I guess. So here I just go for another Garchomp with a Dragon Call, because I can't get a Swablu, but I can knock out the Darkrai and go back down to 2 prices, take the lead again, and I don't think he's gonna get the 2 dark patches right here. But I do get a catcher, which would be nice if I've had that later on, but I don't. But he's gonna get rid of it by ending me out. I'm gonna get a Juniper, which is fairly nice. But he's gonna get his Electrode set up, which means that he is fairly much immune to me ending him out, or ending him down to whatever cards. And he also plays 3 Dark Claws, or maybe even 4, but that's fairly odd for a Darkrai deck, I guess. Because normally you just see like 1 or maybe 2, or more like 2 or maybe 3. But I'm looking through it and I see like he used 1, then there's 1 on that Darkrai, and I think we're gonna see another one later on. Or maybe he has 1 somewhere else, I don't know, but I'm fairly certain he plays 3. So here he's gonna just Junk Hunt, which, yeah, well, it's Junk Hunt, I guess. And I'm gonna go for a Dragon Call and get a Gibble. And then I'm gonna go for a Juniper and hopefully get a good hand, but well, I do get a good enough hand, I guess. I can go for the Altaria, get another Altaria set up, or get another Altaria, and then I can either go for the Gabite or just, I guess I should probably just that. Oh no, he catching me out, so, and I can't evolve that Swablu yet. I could have, if I had gotten that early on, but I didn't, so I can't. So yeah, I go down to 1 price, and now he still needs to knock out 3 of my pokes, but I'm in a fairly good situation, because if he knocks out my Garchomp, I can just send in the next one, touch an energy and attack again, and maybe hope for a catcher, because that would kind of mean that I won the game, because I would just have to catcher in that Voltorb, no, Electrode, not Voltorb, and that would be the end of it. But well, we're not that far yet. I'm just looking through his discard pile to see how many like Hypnotoxic Lasers and catchers he has. Because if he plays a Hypnotoxic Laser, he can knock out my Garchomp 1 hit next turn. he could have also if he would have just attacked my Garchomp, but I don't know why he didn't. Anyways, here I do get a Gibble, which is fairly nice, I guess. Even though I would have preferred a catcher or an energy. I definitely would have preferred an energy, because now that means I can't even attack at all. So I go for the N, but I don't get a catcher or the energy either. So that is kind of bad, because now he can... Well, I'm fairly certain he knocks me out. I don't know whether he actually does. But I think he can go for the Hypnotoxic Laser now and just knock me out. And then I can kind of just not do anything at all. Because even if I get the energy, I can't kill him in one hit. And I kind of need to hope for a Juniper, or a Chorus, or a Chern even. Because I did not get the energy or the catcher early on from that end. I'm kind of in a very bad spot. And I can definitely get my Garchomp off. And I do get the Skyla, but that doesn't really help because I can't really do anything with the Skyla. Skyla would have meant I could have gone for the catcher if I had the energy, but I don't, so the best thing I can go for is probably the max potion and kind of save myself another turn. But even then it won't ensure anything, because if he just has a catcher or a Hypnotoxic Laser, that means that I lost. And I think it turns out that he has a catcher, so yeah. That's the game, and that's the end of my deck. Well, that's the end of my deck for this match anyways. Anyways, if you enjoyed, you're welcome to leave a comment, or even leave a like, or even subscribe, or do whatever you want to do. Don't want to do. Yeah, I'll probably record more from now on again if I find the time and if I have the courage to. Anyways, for now, until later, and goodbye.